Hey, everybody. Welcome to All the Way Live podcast. I am your host, Carl Washington. You listen to All the Way Live podcast. It is Friday. This is what we call Friday Night Live, and it is live. It's a great show we got in store for you. This is Carl's Angel. As a matter of fact, this is the All the Way Live podcast. Our Friday Night Live edition. It's a great show. We come on every Friday night. But look, I'm not by myself. And I don't intend to be by myself. So let me introduce to you my wonderful, beautiful co-host, Miss Candy Red.
Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. So I hope everyone is staying cool because it is hot outside. So I don't know where you're at. It's 104 here. So definitely drink plenty of water and stay cool.
104.
Yes, 104.
It's 104 and where you at?
Yes, it is
Where are you at in Oklahoma?
Yes, in Oklahoma.
I need to know the exact coordinates, just in case, I'm flying through and I want to swing by. I need to know the exact coordinates. You ain't got to do all that. I don't want to get out your
I don't think so. Not.
She's pretty untouchable.
Not loud. I'm trying to get my information out.
This is our 12th show, guys. Look, this thing has been phenomenal. We've had some phenomenal guests on this show. It is incredible. This is show number 12, and we're still going. It's going to be an incredible show today. You'll see in a minute because I'm going to tell you who we got. So you better get on here right now. Otherwise, you're going to miss it. It's very, very important. We come on every Friday night, 6:30 Pacific Standard Time. That's 8:30 Central Standard Time. We own Friday because we started on Thursdays. We went to Fridays because we figured Friday night, you're off work, you got the food out the way. You ain't got to go nowhere, but all you got to do is watch cartoons in the morning. You ain't got to get up and go nowhere. So we figured you can come and chill with us on Friday night and get some good information, some knowledge. Knowledge is power. I'm just letting y'all know. Look, first and foremost, what we want to do is send our condolences to all the families and friends in some cases out in Lahaina, Hawaii. What is it? What's the name of the area? Lahaina, I think. Out there in Hawaii. We want to send our condolences to them. That fire and that wind was a perfect storm, and it wiped out that whole area. And we just want to send love, condolences to those out there, and pray for those out there who are suffering. Because there's a lot of people out there that stuck, they can't get home. It's a bad deal. Nature has reared its ugly head, and we just pray for those people that are out there. So we want to get that, make sure that those people, that we send our condolences to those families and their loved ones and the ones that were lost and all that good stuff. But again, look, this show, we got a beautiful guest on that's coming on that's going to talk to you guys about some things. I'm going to introduce them. I'm going to do my best. But before I do that, I want to say, on our show on Friday Night Live, we give away stuff. Okay? And tonight is no exception. You stay on the show tonight, we got a free drawing. So all you got to do is, I'll tell you about that in a minute. Right? I'm not giving y'all too much information too early because I need you to tell your friends, your moms, your dads, your friends, cousins, uncles, brothers, sisters, cousins, aunties to come on here and check us out because we're doing a lot of things. Okay. Now, before I bring on my guest, I want to just say a few things. I want Candy to come on and tell you how you can reach us, leave information on our platform so that if you got things to talk about, you can reach us. So Candy, tell them how they can get in touch and what they need to do. I'm gonna leave you all by yourself while you do this.
Okay.
So make sure you tell them what the deal is, right? All the Way Live podcast.
I sure can, y'all. Definitely pay attention. Let's go All the Way Live podcast. And you can also go to our Instagram, our Facebook account. Also on YouTube, make sure you hit subscribe. And stay tuned with us. Like I said, we're giving away great prizes. Also, once we get to the 100 subscriber, we're going to give away. You have the camera?
She froze. I'm not sure what happened, but she froze. But she's right. We are going to give away a free digital camcorder once we get to 100 subscribers. Let me see how many we got right now. Oh, it's growing. Y'all better hear it. You better get into this. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be awesome. We got they're coming. They're coming. So make sure you, whatever you do, make sure you go and hit the subscribe button. I'm going to show you what that looks like. Like she was saying, it's right over here, right up under my face. I'm not going to say beautiful face because that's beside the point. But just make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's important, okay, that you subscribe. Because once you subscribe, you can get insight on what's going to be on our next show. You can get email, or you get not an email. It's a notice that we're coming on. Yes. So you don't want to miss that, right? And
definitely don't want to miss it.
You definitely don't want to miss the giveaways. You definitely don't want to miss the giveaways. And look, we're a nonprofit, right? We ain't making no money, but we expect for you to go on and subscribe so that we can show you what we're doing. Okay. Now we are, by the way, taking donations. Those are important. On the ticker there at the bottom, it shows you exactly what Cash App is sent it to.
It's $24K in payment.
Yeah. And just so you know, we don't really like heavy money. We like paper money. So
heavy money.
Yeah, heavy money. We don't like heavy. We like paper money.
Okay.
Now our guest. Well, we're going to tell you what the giveaway is later on in the show, but we need you guys to come over here and pay attention so you know exactly what's going on. Again, this is our 12th show, All the Way Live podcast. These shows have been phenomenal. We've had some wonderful people, musicians on here. We had spoken word on here. It's just crazy. And so we're going to continue to have beautiful shows as we move forward. So you don't want to miss this. It's important.
Definitely.
I am telling you now, you're going to miss some great stuff. Now, Candy, you did tell them how to reach us, right?
Yes, and I'm sorry. Like every time I start talking, it's like my computer starts going crazy. But yeah, definitely go to our podcast. Our Instagram is All the Way Live podcast. So make sure you go there. And like Carl said, we're bringing guests. We're giving a free prize, just for you to come on and check us out.
But I need to know these other platforms. What's these other platforms?
Well, All the Way Live, our Facebook, our Instagram, and go to our YouTube channel and subscribe, and then you can get notification every time we're about to come on.
Okay.
And it's free, because don't think it's a subscription, which it is, but it's free through YouTube.
It's free.
It's free.
A free subscription?
Yeah.
You don't cost no money?
Yeah. No.
Who does that? Am I losing my mind? Anyway, let me give y'all a little brief introduction of who we got coming. And now I know it don't look like I'm reading, but I'm reading.
He's reading.
This person here is busy. You hear me?
Oh my God, y'all.
Very busy, very busy. So let me start out by saying, first of all, we appreciate her coming on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, women, children
Boys,
of
girls,
all
women,
ages.
children. We got some grown folks in here.
Boys and girls, women and children of all ages, entrepreneurs, musicians, and entertainers. I bring you Pamela Houston. She is a retired Air Force veteran with a bachelor's degree, in education, and she's an ordained minister, motivational speaker, and a spiritual counselor. Okay? And an author of her own, she done wrote a book, y'all. A book. Okay? Who writes books? Anyway, here's the title: The Power of the Esoteric Spiritual Awakening. Know Thyself. That's the title. She's also the owner and administrator of her own holistic wellness ministry. She's doing some things. Trust me.
Definitely. Yeah, we got some women that is really we doing big things.
This ain't women's month. No, this ain't women's month. Anyway, she's got a website, Facebook, Get Fit 21 Forever on Facebook. You can go check her out. She's inspired by many years of experience, hard labor, and painful toil. She was inspired to write, teach, and counsel individuals on how to take a holistic approach to wellness. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, my fellow constituents, please, without further ado, welcome to All the Way Live podcast, Miss Pamela Houston.
Hello, everyone. Hello. God bless.
Where's my clapping at? Here it is. Here we go.
Hello, it's high time.
Happy Friday. Happy weekend.
Where's my clapping? I can't hear it. There it is. I'm working these little tidbits on this thing. Sometimes I'm a little late, but it's okay. It's all a work in progress.
That's right.
It's just a work in progress. Now look, y'all don't want to hear me. Y'all want to hear Pamela. So we got Pamela Houston on here tonight. It's Friday Night Live. There's also guys who want to tune in because she's got a lot to say for Pamela. We're going to ask you some questions right off the jump. Let's see. First, I know Candy's got some questions, but we want to know first just who you are, where you at, and that kind of thing, and then we'll give them some other inside information a little later. But they don't want to know. They don't want to know everything. Go ahead. I'm gonna stop talking.
Okay. Well, you did a very good job at the introduction. So yes, I am Pamela Houston, better known as Minister Star with Get Fit 21 Forever Holistic Wellness Ministry, where we teach a holistic approach to wellness. Awesome. So, and I'm located, my base is in Orlando, Florida, but I do travel different places. So, but yeah, it's hot. It's hot and rainy and very humid.
They don't need some wellness out there because it's hot.
Yeah, we got plenty of water though to cool you off. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a little. Kenny, let me ask the first question because I'm a little, out of the rim on this whole holistic thing. But now when did you get? Because you was we got a little inside information. You was a stewardess.
Yeah, I was a flight attendant. Yes, I was.
They call them flight attendants, or do they call
them? Flight attendants. Well, I think they call them airline stewardess way before I was born. And then they switched over to flight attendant. Yeah, flight attendant with.
I'm from the old school. I don't look down.
Oh yeah.
I remember stewardess though.
Right.
So what got you into this whole? Now, did you go like the seminary school and all this kind of stuff?
Well, I wouldn't say I went to seminary school. I would say I went to a school called School of Hard Knocks, and then God drugged me into His Word, and then He placed me in a position where I was. There was an open door for me to become ordained, and so. I have I have a couple of mentors and went through that process. But I've been in a mentorship class now for over 4.5 years now. I don't stop. I get up every morning, get ready for that class, and it could be an hour class, it could be a 2-hour class. But the mentorship really deals with us being on one accord and one mind with God. So,
how early was it when you got into this? When did you start this whole?
well, I started the group actually about 7, 8 years ago on Facebook. And then I had some experience. Of course, sometimes that's what it takes for us to, for something to happen.
Right.
And so I realized that God called me to, something greater than what I had been doing. That was to get my mind right, because a lot of, and that's one thing that we're talking about tonight, is how the spirit of limitation can cripple our minds, and then from there it cripples us physically, and then it cripples us financially as well. So even in the book, it really deals a lot with understanding how to get your mind right. Okay. So and I just wanted to make sure that I read our mission statement, because a part of our mission statement is that we focus on each individual's desire and need to grow exponentially by way of a spiritual, mental journey that will set in motion total freedom from all forms of limitation. So we really work close with people, just trying to get out of that state of mind that I can't do this, or they're going on past experiences, or just even the voices from other people that are saying you can't do this, because I was told I couldn't go in the military.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But I did.
That's crazy. What's that song? It said what? You got to accent the positive and eliminate the negative. So you got to get away from them people.
That's right.
That's bringing you down. Kenny, you got any questions for her?
Yeah. So, okay. So we talk about the military. So what made you go to the military? Unless I missed that part. Well,
it was really a strange experience, to be honest with you. And once, you guys get the book, you'll see that I talk about another very strange experience. It's a supernatural experience. So I started having these dreams, and these dreams put me in a camp, and it was really, really like dark, but I knew I could feel it was early in the morning. I just kept having those dreams. But once again, I was in a place in my life where I knew that God was pulling on me to transform and to elevate, do something different. Don't get stuck where I was at. Had a really good job at the time, and one day, because something did take place on my job, and I left, and I was in Oklahoma City. I left and I went out to Hefner Lake. Yeah, I went out to Hefner Lake, and I screamed, and I asked God to show me what to do, because these dreams must have something to do with me going somewhere. And I just called out to him and said, Father, I just want to do your will. And shortly after that, I had a lot of people in my family that were also military and friends, and I had a deep desire. But see, my problem was I was listening to those little voices, people saying I couldn't do it. So I had to recapture, and start to relearn who I was just through those past experiences that were holding me down, and also spoken words. So I always tell people that there's power in your thought when your thoughts connect with your speech. So whatever you think and whatever you speak, that is what's going to shape your world. So we have to be very careful about our thoughts, and we have to be very careful about what we're speaking. Does it line up with as to what we're asking, or trying to manifest or asking God for? So I do want to say that my consultations, my counselings are very faith-based, and they are biblically based as well. Yeah.
I mean, the Bible says those who lack wisdom, let them ask God. So
exactly.
That's biblical. That's biblical stuff. I know, because a lot of people might not know this, but You know, I'm a deacon, so I know a whole lot
Yeah,
about it. So, but yeah,
yeah.
that's great because
Yeah, Paul
sometimes it
has
takes.
many. I can't say that's trade, but he got many, things he
I mean,
does.
sometimes it takes an act of God
It sure
to
does.
change your life, right?
That's right.
I
Right.
mean, it's just you never know what that's going to be. But you know what? The
hmm
beautiful thing is he's got the plan. He had the plan long before he was born. He knows
Oh,
exactly.
yes,
I
absolutely.
can go through, but that's incredible. I mean, this whole, like I said, the holistic wellness, this whole thing. I'm, I know a few people who talk and teach this thing.
hmm
Our
It
last
is
guest was.
it is absolutely amazing, and so we want to just kind of dive into uh, how all this works. Uh,
Right, right.
you've been doing this. How many years have you been doing this?
I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like, and I have. I've
Mm.
been doing it all my life.
Wow.
But God really puts that puzzle
Yeah.
together. And
Yeah.
several times I would hear him tell me to go back to the basics. And I used to have these dreams about being, and I still
Right.
do, about being in school because we're all in school. We're in a
Right.
spiritual school.
Right.
And I just want to back up and say that, see, the body doesn't do anything that the mind doesn't tell it to do. So even
Right.
in resting, a lot of people will lay down and they will go to sleep, but are they truly resting? Because the mind has to rest. You're
Right.
putting the body to rest, and then you get up in the morning and you wonder why you're not feeling well because your mind didn't get a chance to rest.
Yes.
And so the body may be there, but it's not resting the way it should either. So it has a very big effect on the way you think as well, how
Right.
healthy you are as well. So
So did that tie into like if you want to what do they call your meditation and
yes, you
listening
go
to
up.
music?
Exactly. Yes. And then in the book, it talks a lot about, those steps of, first of all, and I'll just throw this out there that in the book, it does talk about this thread that was revealed to me. It's a spiritual thread and
Uh,
it's thread where if you use this technique, then if God will begin to reveal things to you.
right.
And so that's why it's important that everybody that's listening,
Oh, look,
I'm
there's
gonna,
the book. Is that the
yeah,
book? She got the book, y'all. She got the book. Y'all. Look, we're gonna tell y'all. Look, matter of fact, aren't you doing the thing where? I think she said she's doing a thing where. I think that book's gonna be a giveaway. So
yeah, it's gonna be a giveaway. Exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna donate it. It's gonna be a giveaway. But
crazy.
yeah,
Okay, you're
We
the
got.
money.
Let me see. We got some comments here. Let's see.
Great. Let me see.
Got some people saying hello from Wichita Falls. These are people who have been our home neck of the woods. But she's going to give away this book, which is awesome.
exactly.
She's doing, guys. She's got a lot of stuff going on here.
Definitely.
I mean, Candy, what do you got? You got,
Yeah.
I got a ton of questions. I don't want
Okay,
to be the one.
so we didn't talk about the other day. So,
Well, let's go back to this. Let's not forget that we wanted to talk about those steps. So it's
oh
it's
yeah,
prayer, it's prayer, meditation, which the meditation it's focus driven.
Right.
Okay. Because see, whatever you focus on, you energize, and whatever you energize, it comes
Mhm.
alive. It manifests. So you have to use that technique of prayer, meditation, and then of course you have to apply those things, once
Prayer.
you, yeah.
Is there an order to that? Then what you're saying?
Is
Prayer.
there an order?
Yeah, prayer, meditation, or it doesn't matter. They just probably don't matter what.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. Every time I go into meditation, it is just like a prayer session because it's all wrapped up in one. And that's one of the things I teach in the book is
Yeah.
that once you get a hold of the concept, what God has always tried to tell us is that we are one with Him.
Right.
There is no separation. But when we have a mind that is double minded, which is a mind of duality,
Right.
then it's hard for us to go into meditation. So that's the first thing that a person has to work on is getting that mindset that they are one with God. We're
Right.
not sovereign, but we are His children. And so we're to copy Him.
Right.
How we're going to copy Him if we don't get the mind right?
right, definitely.
So, yeah.
That's
So,
awesome. I mean, that, like I said, that whole mind thing. I mean, there's right now in today's time, there's so much mental sickness out there. I
yes, it
mean,
is.
it's just. I
Yes,
mean,
it
you
is.
need you need this kind of thing to calm you,
Absolutely.
to ease your mind, even just to
Yeah.
get through the day.
Yes.
So much out there. Like Penny was, she was kind of relating to it. I do a lot, but now I don't meditate. I ain't gonna get out there and tell people I meditate. But I know without the man above,
Right.
I
Yeah.
ain't gonna do none of this. Okay?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm just a vessel. I'm just a man. I'm just Johnny on the spot. That's it. But without him, I can't do none of this. I go
That's
crazy.
that's right.
Meditation takes your mind to a whole nother,
It does.
takes you out the water for a minute.
Yes. Yes, it do. Yes, it
So,
do. Yes, it do.
okay, so people may want to say, is pray. You said like you bund everything together. You pray and you meditate all in
Mhm.
once. Is that correct? We'll make sure,
Well,
or you do it.
let's start. Well, let's start with just saying that prayer is something that even God told us that we should always do that. Okay,
Mm.
so your prayer time. I just remember even being in the military. We can't just drop down just start praying, but you have a mind. Okay, that mind that God gave us, which the mind is a part of our spirit being, of course. Okay, this is just a spiritual being. We're spiritual beings I always say, like in a space suit in order to be here. Okay, so we have to look at it that way. So we have to first take care of the mind, because again, if the mind is not healthy, then the body is not healthy. If the
Yeah,
mind is not healthy, you'll see it manifest in your life through
yeah,
finances, lack of finances. And one of the things I'm just really, really want for our people is for us to get our minds right, because it's a lot of things that have been left for us to use and, to incorporate it with the Bible, which
right,
biblical principles go along with us. It comes with us taking on that covenant that God talks about. When we come in covenant with Him, then we have to take the principles and the concepts and we have to apply that
right.
to our lives. It takes action, and
Yes,
it's consistency. And I didn't know this all along in my life. I've made a lot of mistakes. I've had a lot of rebirths, okay?
hmm,
And that's something that people don't realize, is that we're going to have many of those,
oh yeah,
okay? I even see where people say, "Oh, do you agree that once saved, always saved?" I believe that we are, but we have to realize one thing: we're going to have many rebirths. Sometimes
yeah,
we're going to fall short,
yeah.
but
It's like
you
Right.
going
know,
to the gas station. We got to go refill up our car, right? We got to put new gas
that's
in our
right,
car. So
exactly.
we always got to
Refuel,
refill ourselves with the Spirit.
refuel.
That's
That's
just the way
right.
it is. You're going to go
Exactly.
out there in that world, right? It's that
Yes,
world out there that's the problem, right? You're going to go
Yeah,
out
that's
we
there.
right.
live in the
We in,
world, really
we
world.
in the world. We just ain't of the world. But we go out
That's
there in that world now. You got to come back and refill up on some spirit because
that's
you're
right.
gonna run out there. So you're right
Mm-hmm,
about
mm-hmm.
it. That's
That's
all that
right.
stuff that's biblical stuff. Along with with this wellness and holistic, I mean, all the stuff that she's doing. This is awesome. I mean, and you need this on a
Mm-hmm.
daily basis
Yeah.
because the things we got. I mean, look what's going on. I
Yeah,
mean, there's all kinds of
absolutely.
stuff going on. If you didn't have your mind, we gonna lose.
Yes, that's right. Then you better protect it. And the only way to protect it is to put God's mind on top of your mind. Remember in one of the scriptures in the children, I believe, children of Israel, how they saw the cloud and the cloud
Right,
followed them. And that's what God is trying to show us, is that we have to envision as His mind being as a cloud
right.
everywhere we go. That is, His mind is on top of our mind. That cloud is following us. And if we can just get that and stay with it,
Yes.
go.
She went
There's
out a
no
little
dual
bit.
citizenship.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there's no dual citizenship in heaven. So we choose now who we're going to serve. And people think
Yeah.
this is not a hard thing. God is he's loving, He's kind.
Yes.
I've been on this earth long enough and has had enough devastating things to happen in my life, just as good things. But
Yeah.
when those things come, like you were saying, sometimes it takes that shake. I call it the compliance force.
Mhm.
You know, no, God is not going to make you do anything, but he will send a compliance force. Okay.
Right.
Oh, yeah. And it'll make you want to get up and do something about whatever the situation is. So, but everybody's journey is it's going to be different. Everybody's experience is going to be different, but I do teach a lot about elevating. Okay. And,
That's awesome. Now,
yeah.
when you say teach, so
Mhm.
you
So,
have
so people pray. How do you? I mean, how do? Well, like
Okay.
people
Mhm.
pray, and there's certain ways to pray. So, what
Mhm.
is your aspect of praying? I mean,
Oh,
because
okay. Okay. Well, the best way because it is what we were instructed to do, and that is to say the prayer that Jesus told us to pray, and that is, Our Father who art in heaven,
that's right.
hallowed be thy name, your kingdom come. And I always add this, your kingdom come, your will be done in my life and
Yeah.
in the earth. Because see, it is a individual, it is a personal thing. And when we get this, is that
Right.
we've got to get more personal with our Father.
Right.
And once we do that, I mean, phenomenal things begin to happen. I can't tell you guys all, but I can tell you this. It can happen
Listen,
within a
I
blink of an
believe.
eye.
I know. Listen, I know 100%. There's no you can't. First of all, let me. I don't mean to take y'all to church, but look, you can't outgive God. Okay?
That's right.
Okay, what you doing? So I know in God's blessings, when He reigns, oh,
Yes. Oh, yes.
it is.
That's right.
You ain't got no answer for it. You don't know why. You don't
That's
know
right.
how. It's
That's
just the way
right.
He do it, right? A lot of
Mm-hmm.
people got to know our thinking ain't like His thinking. So, but when He reigns, we got. Oh my God, you know
Oh,
that.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So this
Yeah.
wellness thing and being spiritual. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
look, the God said, you follow me, I'm gonna give you the desires of your heart.
Mm-hmm.
You do what I ask, I'm gonna give you
That's
desires.
right. That's
That's what
right.
He said. And so, but
Mm-hmm.
it's true. You
Yeah.
cannot give God His
That's
blessings
right.
will fall on you that you would not believe one at a time, and you're like, what? All you can say is, what's going on?
Oh, yeah. That's right. Absolutely.
So it's true.
Absolutely.
I'm a true believer that I'm a matter of fact. I am a living witness of that. I can tell you,
Mm-hmm.
this ain't about me though. I can tell you many stories about how God has blessed me, my
Mm-hmm.
family.
Amen. Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
prayer is
Mhm.
essential. I mean, the Bible says we need to pray every day.
That's right. That's right.
Prayer is essential, right?
Mm-hmm. That's
Pray
right.
without ceasing. That's what it says,
Mm-hmm.
right? Now,
Mm-hmm.
I ain't no theologian or nothing, but I know a few of them scriptures. And
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
know that it says that if you read the Bible, and show yourself a work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You
That's
know that
right.
scripture.
Yes,
You know?
that's right. To
So
study
yeah,
to show thyself approved.
there you
Yeah.
go. There you go.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you
So
only
we
can do that. You only can
mhm.
do that by reading the Bible and
That's right.
studying your word. That's what you do.
That's right. That's
A
right.
lot of people think it don't work. I can tell you 100%. It works. You just got to
Mhm.
try it. You know.
That's right. That's right.
But this
Yeah.
wellness thing, because did this wellness, does this include like, you know, inner or outer, if you want to do, how does like CBD oil or all that kind of stuff, does that tie
Okay.
in with this stuff?
Yes, it ties into it, and we do have a website for our wellness products,
Mm-hmm.
and I think you have it so you can put it up because it's such a long. I can't
Is that
remember, but I
is
think
that
it's
this one?
my daily choice or something. My healthy choice. I've got so many different contacts, so I sent that to you. But yes, we have CBD oils. We have all of these are natural too. We have. I'll just show you like this right here. Let's just say you're having a problem with sleeping. This is one of our products that we have.
With sleeping.
Yeah. So this is one of the products that we sell on the site. Let's just say you're having a problem with sleeping. You spray this. You spray it like 8 times. It look like 8 sprays, and just relax. Yeah. So we have a lot of things. I have some more samples, but I just don't have them out here.
So that's better. That's better than taking like, I don't know, sleepies or some. What is it, Candy?
Well, yeah.
The melatonin.
Yeah, exactly. That's what's in it. Yeah, and it's a percentage of it in here. I can't tell you guys exactly how much it is, but I've used it and it does work. Now, does it work like all the time? It just depends on if you're under any kind of stress. If you're stressed, you're gonna fight it. You know what I'm saying? Right. I even gave it to my son and it worked on him just fine, but then a few nights later it didn't work. He was like, it didn't work. What I am saying is all our products are very natural. So even plant-based, but we do have CBD oils. We have gummies. Yeah, we have gummies. We have rubbing creams that I can tell you that certainly works. So even if you're not the type of person to exercise, we do have different products that will help you still to get that weight off, which is very important. I just want to tell you guys, I'm very spiritual, but I'm also very physical too. Health wise, we are still at the top of the list for high blood pressure, heart disease, kidney failure, stroke.
Is it the My Daily Choice?
Yes, it's my daily choice. Yes, that's correct.
Let me read it up so people can see.
Yes.
So
and
how did you come up with that? The fitness, is that your Facebook account? Is it for fitness, health as well as
right.
And everything?
Yeah. Yes. Well, coming up with the name Get Fit 21 Forever, it's another phenomenal piece of thought that came to my mind, which I always give God credit. It's been, like I said, about 8 years. And I just knew that I had a gifting for that, especially being in the military, because they make you exercise, okay? Definitely. You will exercise, okay? And I just never let go of that, you know? So with that being said, because when I did take a break, it wasn't good. I couldn't breathe. I could walk a half a mile, and I just wasn't. My respiratory system was just off. So I made sure that I got back in the gym, started changing the way and the things that I was eating. Getting rid of salt, getting rid of starchy foods, white bread, red meat, switched over to turkey more so than anything, fish, things of that nature, but no fried foods, sugary drinks, and so things like that. So all of those kind of things just they come together. And so I pretty much teach and I consult how you can make all of that come together, mind, body, soul, and spirit. So
I believe I'm at the website, and this is some of the products, correct?
Oh, yes. We have a lot of products on that site, too. So, awesome. Yeah, you can scroll through.
I'm not even in the CBD oil, but I'm looking at something and I'm like, well, you know what? I need to give me some of this. You got all kind of stuff.
Yeah. We have the gummies. Yeah. And keep in mind that. But just keep in mind, I mean, and this good for someone, because even my mom, before she passed away, the doctor prescribed her the pills, and she really liked them. They made her hungry, but it also gave her that little buzz too. So we have to make sure that every state that we abide by their regulations. So the CBD oils and the gummies, all of those are just probably like a slight percentage lower than if let's just say you could go in and get it at a dispensary, okay? Because every dispensary is licensed and they have to go by what that state says, how they can operate. So, they have, in other words, the dispensaries can sell the pure, okay? And because, we're not a dispensary per se, we can only sell those things that are regulated at a percentage, so
But
they're
the
not as strong.
THC is
Yeah,
lower. The
yeah.
THC is a
I'm trying
THC
to
The
find
lower
TH,
it.
right,
than
because they do have pre-rolls, the THC, but again, for anyone that just really don't, really smoke, that's going to be perfect. It's not too much, but I do advise on those gummies, to be careful. Shouldn't be eaten, especially if you don't do it.
And what's a gummy? Y'all not really speaking on this.
because
It's
it
Like,
has
all over
sugar.
like cigarette gum or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they well the THC comes in gummy forms. So instead of getting it through smoking, you could also get it in the gummy form. And I do want to say that I've tried the CBD oil, and I can tell you that if you have any ailments, that CBD oil, and all you got to do is rub it on that area, it will take away the pain. Okay, you
Really?
can be at a level 10, and if you use that CBD oil, the highest one they have about 15. I want to say is I think is what is it, about 1,500, something like that. I'll have to go in and look, but if you use the highest one, if you have any type of pain like arthritis or any
Right.
type of backache, it'll take it right away. Yeah. So very good products on that site.
So is
Now,
this a temporary, or I mean, is it, will it not a cure, just temporary? It'll last as long as you keep using it. It would.
Well, everybody's body is different, so I wouldn't be able to say whether it would be one or the other, but I can tell you this, that it certainly has not just eased a lot of the pain that I was having from having sciatica, but it's almost just taking it away. But there are a couple of other products that I use from my website that also that can have an effect to where it'll take that to where it not just to alleviate it, but just take it away, period, where you just won't feel it anymore. So there are some different products that I could recommend, but I can say this, that the CBD oil, it does work. And if it doesn't, then I can recommend a different product from that site. So, because there's several, yeah.
That's at mydailychoice.com, right?
Right. But make sure you type, and you have to put that all in, because I think on the end it is Get Fit 21 Forever, but it's spelled out.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a whole, you have to put all of that in for you to be able to go to directly to my website. So
Let me see.
Yeah.
Kenny, talk with a little bit more about.
Yeah.
You got some questions in there. Look at those questions and talk to you about some of that other stuff.
Okay.
I mean, I know it's a lot. I mean, I just think that we have talked a lot about. So, what should the reader expect to gain by reading your book, and how they will apply it?
Okay, well, the first thing I want to say before I really answer that question is that person has to have a desire to shift. That is because when you're shifting, and when you have a desire to do that, you have to get rid of the old you. So that person has to be dedicated to working and ready to start working on themselves. Okay. And so what they can expect in getting out of this book is biblically based, instructions on how to be released from those old habits, from your old way of thinking, because we have to keep in mind too that we were taught religion. Okay. And so it starts with us. So first thing a person should expect, if they're ready to start working on themselves, they will be ready after reading this book, because most of this book is also going to shed light on doing a lot of self-reflection, because without self-reflection, you can't know yourself. We need to take time to get to know our own selves. And a lot of times we're just too focused on so many other things, whether it's work, family, or what have you. So that's why I always recommend that we, take that time to spend just with ourselves and with God, so we can, continue communicating with God, and not just that, but meditating on his word. And then what you want to do, you want to take certain affirmations too. You can even take those from the Bible. For instance, like God tells us that I am the head and not the tail. I am above and not beneath. I am the lender and not the borrower. And so you want to meditate on those kind of things, and you want to speak those things, and with good intentions, using your faith, you'll begin to see that things are changing. So once again, just knowing that when you pick up this book, it is going to require you, to put some work in, to start, give you that boost to start working on yourself. So, and everybody's journey is going to be different, but this is a good place to start. It'll help you, kind of help the readers too, to understand why do they keep going through the same thing. You heard that old saying that, that doing the same thing over and over and getting the same results is madness. It's madness. So that's a clear sign that we got to change what we're doing. They're called patterns and cycles. And how do we get caught up into that? And so this book will tell you how you get caught up in patterns and cycles, and how you can break that. Okay. How you can break those old patterns and cycles. So
I think
that's a question.
I think that's the hardest thing, is getting out this cycle.
Right.
People in that cycle, you're around those people doing the same thing.
Exactly.
Same results. And I like how you say, like in the first chapter, like, know thyself. If you choose to know anyone, know that first.
Yes.
These are good. Definitely need to check out her book. If you win, congratulations. Also, self-awareness, learning how to become God conscious instead of sin conscious. Kind of, you get a little bit, let people know what you mean by that.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Yeah. So, becoming God conscious, coming out of that consciousness of being aware that, let's just say, for instance, because religion teaches us this, oh, I can't listen to this certain kind of music because something I've been taught. And we have a tendency to, and I don't know about anybody else, but I can feel that spirit of condemnation coming on me. I've been there, and we all as sinners, I'm sure, have felt that spirit. And see, God wants us to come out of that. Yeah. We don't take our children because they made a mistake, and we don't make them pay for that mistake day after day after day. We shouldn't anyway. Okay. Because God doesn't do that to us, and he doesn't want us to do that to ourselves. And it's like a ton of bricks on a person when that's all they do day to day is live in that spirit where they're condemning themselves. Could even be around someone that's doing that to them also.
Right.
So
and it's hard to forgive. Yeah, and it's hard to forgive yourself. Even though, I pray for my kids and forgive them for their sins, my sins as well. But, sometimes it comes back to you, back to you again. I said, why I'm getting these feelings, and God said, he forgive you. Once I asked for forgiveness, he forgive me. Why, why keep going through the same process,
Now here's the thing. So this right here, which says Pamela Houston, aka Minister Star, this is your what are we talking? This is the health from a spiritual perspective. That's not the book, right?
Right. That's not the book. That's just one of our flyers that we use for, just to advertise and get the word out exactly what it is that we do. And so
I got a lot of people want this book. And so this is the power of esoteric spiritual.
The power of the esoteric spiritual awakening. I do want to say this too, and I want to give credit to, there are a lot of people that are teaching on self-love, but my thing is that a lot of people are skipping the process, because you can't even practice self-love if you don't understand who you are. And so taking that time, that's what the awakening is about. It's taking that time to allow God to quicken your spirit. And then the book will tell you, with the scriptures, what exactly God is talking about when he's even telling us to speak to those dry bones. I want to live, okay? So the greater part of me, guess what? That has to be awakened every day, okay?
Right.
Because and we know how day-to-day problems and and how the enemy can come and attack us, and then we're just out of it.
Mhm.
Next day you don't even feel like getting up, doing anything. Next thing you know, you're in a state of depression. So how do you break those times to where you're feeling depressed or you have a lot of
Right.
anxiety? I'm telling you, this book, and God did it. I have to I need to make sure I'm clear about this, that he used my hands and I allowed him to use my mind as well. Because there are some things in here I was learning as he was talking to me. So most of the book, trust me, is written because I just allowed God to use me. And it was just, it's his words, his everything. I mean, um, from beginning to end, it's him, and I want to give him all the glory for that. But the book will set you free. It will set you free if you start applying a lot of these principles in here that's in the book.
Yeah, and like I said, I just wanted to talk about the book. I did find the book on Amazon.
Okay.
So you can go get the book on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
You don't mind if I bring that up, right? Let me show you.
Oh no, go ahead. It's on hard copy. It's hard
Yeah.
copy and paperback, and it's downloadable too on Amazon Kindle.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you can get this. Let me share the screen with you so y'all can see what I'm talking about. You can get this book on Amazon. It's right there. It's pretty amazing. But tonight, okay, tonight, a lot of people say, how do I get a hold of this book? All this good stuff. You can always just go on Amazon and buy this book. It's not that expensive, but it's a great book. I'm sure it is a great read. It'll help you, like just what she said. I'm sure it will help you. But it is available on Amazon. Let me bring up the book one more time. Okay, this is it. It's called The Power of the Esoteric Spiritual Awakening. Know Thyself. And we're speaking to the author of this book. We ain't talking to nobody who went and bought a book somewhere and they didn't talk about it. She wrote this book,
I
y'all.
wrote the book. Yes.
She wrote this book. And guess what? Tonight, matter of fact, before I even say that, let me bring this up. Because you can go right on here. Let me move this thing out the way. You can go right on here and screenshot this QR code. It'll probably take you right there. I'm sure it'll take you right there. Just put your phone up there. Put your phone on and take you right to the book there on Amazon. But now I'm waiting on some people to come. I'm telling you, she's giving away tonight and tonight only. Don't come on here tomorrow. Monday, Tuesday, talking about I want the free book. If you want the book, you need to be on here tonight. We're going to do a draw, and it's going to be live and in living color right here on All the Way Live. We're going to give this book away. The book that Pamela wrote, okay? This ain't she didn't pick this up at the, Barnes and Noble books. No, she wrote this book. And so we want to make sure you guys get a copy of it. You can always go to Amazon and get him the money. Or you can come all the way live and get one for free. You can do that tonight because this book is being presented to you by Miss Pamela Houston. Hold it up so they can look.
Right.
Now,
and I will sign it too. It will be signed too.
What?
Yeah.
Let me sign.
Are you guys crazy? And it's signed? Oh, man. Guys, listen. I'm gonna set this drawing up in a minute. And you make sure you want to come on and you want to get, into this drawing, make sure you win this book. And look, we give stuff away every Friday. Hercules, every Friday.
And make sure you let your friends know, your family know, your sister, your brother, like Carl say.
And I'm sure there's way more in the book. I'm sure there's way more in the book that she can talk about in an hour.
Oh, yeah.
Time. You know,
Yeah.
there's way more in the book that she talks about to get your mind right in this book. So, guys,
Absolutely.
Live podcast. You know, we got Pamela in. She took a time out of her day, busy schedule to come and talk with us and talk to you about wellness. Who don't need that? I want you to name me one person don't need wellness. One. I don't know a single one. And this book will help you. And so Pamela, out of the kindness of a generous heart, is going to give away a book tonight.
Tonight.
Yes.
I'm telling you right now, you cannot win. This ain't no, we're going to call you and send you an email, letter in the bottle. We're going to be reaching out, typing up. You're going to win this book tonight. And all you got to do, listen, I ain't even said it yet. All you got to do is go into our comments and type the word book. That's it.
Oh, book. That's what it is. Let me get some people. Hold on.
Type the word book, and then you in the drawing. It's that simple. This ain't no rocket science.
It's science. I mean, it's
very easy. Type the word book, and you in the drawing. That's all you got to do. And I'm just waiting for a few people to get it. If you want this book, you're gonna get it for free, right? Or you can just pay $40.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You pay $40, you get it free. You can win it. Okay.
If you win.
I'm waiting for you guys to come on here. Like I said, all you gotta do is type in the comment the word book, and Pamela is gonna give this book away. Okay, tonight. Okay. Now, one of my rule of thumbs now, Pamela gonna send the book to us anyway. Okay. Matter of fact, we could probably have Pamela on here again later on in a month or so. She's gonna send us the book anyway. Okay. And so we don't do this drawing tonight. It's going to be you can go and subscribe, and Candy call out the number. We get to a certain shot. But look, I want to get this book away tonight. So I need you to come on here and leave in the words book, okay, book, and then we'll make sure that you'll be in this drawing right now. It ain't look, you can't get this luck in the lottery, okay. I mean, the odds of winning this book is so great right now that you want to be a part of it. And so we just want you to come on, put in the word book so that you can be in this drawing. It's a book that Pamela's getting away. Let me bring it up again. It's called She's holding it. You got to bring it up. She's holding it. The Power, Esoteric, Spiritual Awakening.
There you go. Yes.
You want to Candy, put your name in. You might want to win it anyway. You can't win though.
I do want to say this. Expect for things to start happening. This book is powerful. Expect for things to start happening. Okay. And especially I always say especially because abundance, it is our portion. That's what God wants for us.
Right.
Okay. And so it's going to be some things that's just going to start popping off. I'm telling you guys. So even if you don't,
we need some donation. Don't forget to donate. See, we need some donation. Go to 24K Entertainment. That would definitely help us.
What's going on? Let me bring that up so y'all can see what that is. There's a cash app. Send us a we ain't telling you to pay for no book. What we're telling you is, if you go to our comments and leave in the word book, you'll bring that book up, and we'll do a live drawing right here on the show. To get that book to your doorstep. That's what's important. And so
okay, you guys, I hate to interrupt, but remember, I got to catch a flight.
She got to go. She got to catch a flight. Pamela, we thank you for coming on.
Okay, thank you, guys.
I didn't tell them to call me for the book. But anyway, we're going to let you go. We're going to get the book, and then we'll send you an email for the winner and let you know who's going to do the book. But look, we thank you. Everybody give Pamela a round of applause.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Great chat. A lot of information, guys. Remember,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You get on that plane. Don't miss that plane. You know you got to be there 2 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't miss that plane. Love you. We'll see you next time.
Okay, see you guys again.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
God bless.
Have a
All
safe
right.
trip.
Okay.
Bye.
So, how many people you got in this room? Anyway, lot of information.
Definitely.
A lot. Let me turn this. Why do people still cheering? You know, shut up. Anyway, I don't know why they cheer. They really love it. You see how much they was
I
cheering?
know.
That's crazy. I mean, there's a lot of people on. Anyway, listen. That was a lot of information. And I'm sure inside that book, there's a lot more information. And so we encourage you guys to come on here and put in the comments book so we can do this drawing and get this book out of here. You know, if you don't want a free book, I get it. Just go to Amazon. It's gonna cost you $40. And you can go on there and do that and do your thing. Now, I want to just bring up a few more other things right here again. There's the book. You know, there's a QR code. Let me get the banners out the way so you can see what's going on. You can scan it. You can take it right to Amazon and buy the book. This is the title of the book. She came on and did a wonderful job talking about this book. And so we just want to make sure that you guys get a chance to look at this book. Even on the recording, all you got to do is just scan this and it'll take you right to the book. And so I know a lot of people want to come on here tonight or couldn't come on tonight for some reason or whatever. But this show is recorded 24/7, and so you can go to our podcast on our YouTube and watch this show and get all this information. And she didn't give you everything. She didn't let the cat out the bag because it's all in the book. And she wrote the book. We were with the author of the book. That's important. We was with the author of the book, and she kind of told you some things and how to get the book and all that good stuff. Told you about all the CBD oils and all of the products that you can get from the website that you can get that you can order. There's the website on the ticker. But you know, again, there was Pamela Houston out of Oklahoma, right? Out of Oklahoma.
She in Florida. She live in Florida.
Where it's nice and hot, right? But you know, we appreciate you guys, whoever all came on the show. That was awesome. Now, if you subscribe, I got them. Don't forget, once we get to 100 subscribers, okay, we're gonna give away this digital camera.
Definitely.
And you gotta do the Vanna White thing. That's the camera. Subscribing is easy.
One of the days I get it, y'all.
Subscribing is easy. All you gotta do is go to my beautiful face right there. Right under there, you see the word subscribe. Click that button. You're on. It's that simple. Click that button and you're on. It's that simple. Subscribe. Again, it was Pamela Houston that was here. This was Friday Night Live. Guys, don't miss another show. I don't know who the person is that's on, but we appreciate you coming on. We appreciate all you guys coming on to our show. Again, we're on every Friday night. I got a rule, and my rule is to give things away free. I need at least 10 people. And then I give them away something free. I don't have that.
Can I put some people in there that can't get on?
No, because we can't do it. See, somebody saying, look, maybe because our mind charged me $49. See, some people buying it. I'm telling you, it's a great book, and she kind of came and gave us some tidbits about the book. So you guys just make sure, she's going to send it anyway. Maybe we give it away on the next show. We're going to probably bring all those guests that you saw.
Okay, you have to be on.
We're going to probably bring them back, But make sure you go on there and subscribe. Let me see how many subscribers we got. Make sure you go on there and subscribe, because that's important. That's how you know what's going on with us, right? You got to subscribe. Otherwise, you ain't going to know what's going on with us if you don't subscribe. Oh, I done lost the thing. I don't know where it is. But anyway, you want to get on there. You want to subscribe to our channel. It's All the Way Live podcast. It's on YouTube. You won't miss a single show. Subscribing is easy. It's right there. You'll get a notification when our first show comes on, which is beautiful. As Candy reminded you, most of you guys, this is a non-profit type of show. We ain't asking people, but we do take donations. It's very easy. Send it to 24 Entertainment. That's who this show is.
Right.
24K Entertainment.
Yeah, 24K Entertainment.
These types of things, when we get donations like this, these types of things allow us to get free gifts and give them to you. We ain't buying stuff and selling it back to you.
Right.
That's how you go to jail. What we're doing is scot free.
And it will help us too as well. We can put merch and you can buy and purchase it. So there's a lot of things.
Pamela was great. She came on. She did what she needed to do, which was awesome. And look, we appreciate you guys again coming on to the show, checking us out. Can you tell them when we're on again?
We are on 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and also 8:30 p.m. Central Standard. They got me confused. 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time and 6:30 Pacific Standard Time. On every Friday so far. So just hit that subscribe, and you'll get notifications.
All the way live podcast. Y'all check us out. See y'all next Friday. I don't know what's coming. Don't miss it. Y'all live podcast Friday Night Live. Yeah.
Peace, love, and happiness. Stay safe.